Now then, the sharp-eyed viewers out there will have noticed that there is something wrong with my bike, and that there's a thing here on my tank. And this is the Oxford X30 Life tank bag, magnetic tank bag, as I have a metal tank. And I thought I'd do, not really a review, because I don't do shit like that, but I'm going to tell you what I think of it, which is, oh yeah, so we go, it's not a review, it's an opinion. Here is my opinion of it. Now, it's big, it's nice, it's got lots of room in it. It does what it says on the tin, in that it's a magnetic tank bag, so there's magnets on it, and it connects to the tank bag. You get a strap that goes around the headstock as well, just in case, because as the instructions say, it says something along the lines of, warning, failure to use the strap, if the bag falls off, it may result in injury and or death. So it's actually the Oxford X30 potential bag of death. Now I bought this bag via the interwebs because it was cheap. I needed a tank bag. I went to my local bike shop and they had one tank bag there, and it was crap. It wasn't very expensive, but then again it was also utter crap. So I thought, well, I'll have a look around, see what's on the market and see what's good. And I thought, right, the X30 does everything that I need. It's got quite a lot of room in there. It's 30 litres. It expands up to 30 litres. And it has pockets, and it's got a map, clear map thing, and also space for your sat nav. So I thought, yeah, that's cool, I'll have one of those. Now they retail at about 115 quid, so they're not cheap. But then again, it is supposed to be waterproof, and it's Oxford, which is a quality make, and it has all the things you'd expect for an expensive piece of luggage. Because, you know, this isn't a bag, this isn't a rucksack for going to work and stuff. So, you know, this is a piece of luggage. It's not a bag for going shopping or that sort of thing. It is a piece of luggage, so it should be rugged and up to the job, and worth every penny. It should be worth every penny. So anyway, I got it for 95 quid because I'm a cheapskate, and I got it from an online company that was doing it for that price. Now the first thing I noticed when I got it was that it is fucking huge. I didn't think it, I didn't think it through. That's, you know, that's it. I didn't think it through. And it's also green. Now the colour is labelled as anthracite, and that's what it says on the label, but it's green. And I don't know, is anthracite green? I always thought that anthracite was like coal, which is like dark grey. But there we go, green, grey, they both start with grey, so it must be alright. So when I stop up ahead now, I'll go through the pockets and all the bits and pieces, and discuss with Yao about what I like and also don't like about the tank bag in the way that it fits for this bike. And I'll go through that as well, because there are some issues that I have with the fitment to the GSX600 or GSX600F Katana shape, that make it not impractical, but definitely not as designed. Okay, so I didn't actually stop where I was expecting to stop, but here we are. So this is the X30 bag, and it's made of quite good materials. With the zips now, they do have sort of waterproof section, and so when it is raining, you're not going to get any water in there. It does have a waterproof inner bag, so if there's anything that you need to have completely waterproof, it's going to be safe. The zips have, you know, the whole bag is got a lifetime warranty against any defects, apart from the bits that go onto the zips. The zips themselves do, these bits don't, which is fair enough. So onto the main bit, you got these quite strong magnets, which you can adjust on there. They stick to your tank, as long as it's metal, of course. There is a version of this with straps, if you don't have a metal tank. And in terms of room, so this is the main section, and I've got quite a few bits of stuff in here. I got my camera that I forgot to put a memory card in, so I can't take any photos or do any videos with that. I've got some from my seat stickers, my phone, my glasses, and this all expands out. What I wanted to show you though is this bit here is for the sat nav, and is also in front of it is a map pocket. So I think it's one of the other. I suppose you could shove your map down there, but if you've got an ordnance survey map, they tend to be quite big. But for me, for this bike, the sat nav bit's not very practical because my riding is here. I can't see any of the sat nav window at all unless I do this, which means I'm not looking there where I should be. So, for this bike, that's not very practical. It's useful, but I'd have to stop and pull over and go really slow and stuff when using any sort of sat nav. Not a deal breaker by any strength of the imagination. So I've got some paper here to replicate a map. What we got? I think it's about heart failure. Yeah, the use of diuretics, the treatment of heart failure. Not for me, that's what I'm studying. So another issue I have with this is the map pocket is only accessible through this bit here, which is a little bit fiddly. So yeah, you got there we are. I don't want to see all my map, obviously, all my instructions or anything like that. So I shove that in there, and perfect. That's amazing. That's great. As you can see, that is not very practical. It takes quite a lot of jiggery pokery to get your map in any way readable. So I would have expected the map bit to be able to open from up here or some sort of Velcro or something, but no, you got to shove it in there. I suppose they're erring on the side of, well, everybody's got sat nav now, which you access by unzipping this, and you put your sat nav under that bit. So say this is my sat nav. Pop that under there like that. Bish bash bosh. Jobs are good. And another nice little feature on this one is this bit here goes into this pocket, which has a gap and a gap, corresponding gap, so you can feed auxiliary power through there and up into this bit. So that's the main pocket and the little sat nav pocket as well. On the side you also have these handy containers for dueling pistols. I'll just show you what I mean. That is the perfect shape for some 17th century dueling pistols. So if you're one of those motorcyclists who gets really angry about getting cut up, what you can do now is you can be riding along, you've got your dueling pistols, somebody cuts you up, stop at the lights, you take your gauntlet off, you go up to the driver, "I demand satisfaction, sir." Choose your weapon, you unzip, and you got your pistols ready. 10 paces, bam bam, whoever right is the last man standing. Excellent idea for that, Oxford, love it. At the minute I've got my my rear and front drifts in there ready for when I do some footage later. Again, they seem pretty waterproof. Apparently they've got this red lining to reflect some light in so you can see what's happening in there, because apparently the white gets quite grubby. You've also got this strap by you, so that if these magnets fail, like for example if the Earth's magnetism suddenly switches, then it's not going to fall off and kill you. It'll probably slip to the side and still get you killed, but a little less killed than you would normally be. And so inside, this is it. This is the bag as it is without being expanded. Going to make this really awkward now. So to expand it up, I haven't got too much stuff in here actually. you've got a zip under here. Is this the right one? Because there's one to take the bag off and one to expand the bits. Right, this is the expansion one, I think. Is it? No. That's one. I'll get to that one later. Where's the other zip? I'm such a professional. Right, green one. Here it is. Right, so this zip comes all the way around. Like that. And then you can expand the bag up the way. Now inside, obviously that's a bit floppy. Bit floppy. So what you've got inside is you've got these reinforcing plastic bits that are velcroed. I'm going to move all my shit out of the way. So it's, as you can see, if you're in the middle of a journey, you're going to stick extra stuff in, you might be shit out of luck. You have to unpack everything and put it back in. Luckily, I only have a couple of bits and pieces. This is why, another reason why this is also not a review, because I do not plan this shit. Right. Okay, and as you can see then, that is fairly sturdy, and obviously when you put all your stuff in there, like your tins of Spam and your cans of Special Brew, that's fine. Yeah, you know, I can still ride this bike with, oh, I can actually see the sat-nav now. So yeah, if you make it into the massive pack, the sat-nav is actually alright then, you can sort of see it a bit easier. And yeah, so that's fairly secure. Now, when it's expanded like this, 30 litres, you can fit your helmet in there. But that's the only thing you can fit. You can't fit anything else. Helmet only. Well, you could put some sandwiches, some jam sandwiches like Paddington Bear, inside your helmet itself, and that'll fit in there as well. So lunch would be sorted. Then when you're... now this bit, I don't really get, okay? This bit's a little bit odd to me. So I'm unzipping the red section, the red zipper. If I can. It's the first time we've done this as well. So then the whole thing comes off. And you can wear it as a backpack. Okay? Complete with belly strap, which is nice. This is the first time I've taken it off, so I actually didn't know that this existed. I kind of read about it in the listing, but didn't realise that was it. I could try putting it on, but those straps look a little bit thin for me. I'm not saying it's not going to work, you know, you're not going to use it yomping round, but that's quite nice. This is a better map. Oh, look! So this map section... Ooh, let's try this one. I get my map out. What I'm saying is my map. Brilliant. Now that's a lot easier. I know, yeah, I'm taking the piss by stuffing it in like that. But no, this is a much easier to use section. I'll do it properly just to show you. Okay, so I've got my map. This is instructions on how to get to, I don't know, Jack's House of Fun. There we go. So that's actually quite nice. So you could wear this on your back with your spare helmet in it and your dueling pistols and your map on there. So that's that. Right. Now I'm going to try and put it back together. Because as I've just said, this is the first time I've ever taken it apart, so... Right, so that would go that way up. Ugh, I can hear my camera smashing around inside. Alright. Why would you... Oh, I'm not even going to ask. So, it's a backpack, it's a tank bag, it's a map thing, which is quite large and inappropriate for... yeah, okay, right. And that's now the wrong way round. So we took that way. So let's zip this back up. Get that back to the beginning. Pop that bit in by there. Because this should also give you an idea as to how easy it is to do these things. Right. Oh, that was Okay, that was nice. In first go. No no zip frustrations. Connection conniptions. Pull that round. And around. Okay, so yeah, that was fairly easy. I was, you know, it's fairly tidy. Oh, I got a tiny little bee. Can you see him? A tiny little bee is having a rest on my bag, which kind of fucks everything up. Because I was going to squash it down, but in order to do that, I've got to open this up. I don't want to disturb the bee, because the bee is obviously tired. And as you know, bees are really important to, well, all life on Earth. So I'm going to leave him have a rest and finish the video here, because you've seen me take the oh, is he going to go? You've seen me oh, right, he's gone. Hooray! Right, go do your thing, bee. Right, so now I'm going to zip this back down. No, I'm not. I'm going to undo the reinforcing bits first. So reinforcing bits is the opposite to how you put them up initially. Undo the velcro-y bit. Shove all your stuff over there, all your sandwiches and cans of Strongbow. So obviously, you know, you're a biker. Oh, I'll do that up as well. Dee dee dee. My glasses that I haven't actually used. Oh. Is that bit there down? Yeah. Okay, so that's all there. Oh, what's going on here? Oh yeah, my stuff was in the way. Right. Zip that back up. Joy around we do this way, isn't it? Okay, so those zips are a nice action as well. The material it's made out of feels like it's pretty strong as well. Because that's one issue, is when you're, you know, expanding and unexpanding and folding and refolding materials, especially if it's plasticized, then it can become brittle, especially in the sun. But the big test will be when I use it properly for riding and stuff. But the fit to the bike is very secure. As I said, for this bike, it's a little bit impractical with that on top. I don't particularly like this map window here either. That's just bonkers. I think that if you've got some sort of cruiser type bike, when you're sitting back here, it's great. But for sports tourers and sports bikes, you're better off probably with something that goes on the back seat. So yeah, I hope this has been informative for you. I'm going to take my drilling pistols now and go and find some traffic. Toodaloo! Okay, so this is the test. Can I fit 2 bottles of Robinson fruit drink in the Oxford Life X30? Along with everything else, I got to open my visor bit because I'm boiling to death. So I'm probably going to have to expand it out. Or will I? There might be enough room as is. Some clever finagling. That is pretty impressive. I didn't think that was going to happen. Well, that was easy. So there we go. If you need to get yourself some squash, this is definitely the bag to get. The Oxford X30 for life.